Welcome everyone to another episode of Deep South Gaming. Today we're going to talk about some of my favorite equipment mods. So we're going to come into the store and take a look at some. First thing is the New Holland T6140 and T6160 by Just Farming. You could get it in 143 horsepower, 163 for 10,599 more. You got all your basic wheel setups, which I like these. Of course, you got wheel weights and standard. Your trailer board, you got wheel weights, medium tires with weights, wide tires with weights, narrows, rear narrow twins, and narrow twins all around. Rear twins all around, and back to standard. Michelin, got pretty much the same thing. And Continentals, pretty much the same thing. You can have a design on it, which is your whoopee lights. You got left, right, and both. And you can do fenders, yes or no. And you can add a front end loader. You got a New Holland, or just a New Holland front end loader. And then you can change your license plate. Another tractor I love, and of course I love the Ford tractors by Holtz FS and Mac Marone. You got a 6610 4x4, a 7810, and a 6600. With your 6600, you got your standard operating platform, the old style awning, and that's it. Wheel brand, you got, I don't know what that is, but they don't have names, so Michelin. With this one, you got Design 1, Design 2, Design 3, and Standard. And this one, you got Standard, Design 1, Design 2, Design 3, Design 4, Design 5, Auxiliary Wheel, another Auxiliary Wheel, another Auxiliary Wheel, Auxiliary Wheel 2, Conical Wheel, which I think this is mainly for like rice paddy work. Conical Wheel with crop destruction. And then Cage Wheel. Imagine going down the highway with that. Cage Wheel 2, which puts you out a little bit wider. And then back to standard. Michelin, you got Narrows, Narrow 2, Narrow Wheels with crop destruction, Narrow Wheels with crop destruction 2, Narrow tires, okay, and that's it. And then back to the standard tires. You got adjustable filter height. You got high, low, and lower. Steering system. You got standard. Design 1. And then exhaust. You got your standard. Design 1 with a muffler. A little bit taller. No muffler. Chrome. Short chrome. And standard. Front weight. You got standard, which is no weight. Then you got front grill 2, 120 kg weight, 200 kg, 360 kg, and back to standard. Now this is the tractor I started on when I first became a diesel mechanic. We had one of these at the shop to move around trailers and stuff. and pull vehicles around. I loved it. It was a 54 model. It might not have been a 6600, but it was real close to this. But we did have ROPS on it. Rear weight, you got standard, 160 kg, 320 kg, 480, 640, and back to standard. Panel protection can, that's should be up here. You got a cover there, or no? Attachers, you got without hydraulic controls and with them. Battery location, you got your standard, which it doesn't show up on here. And then you got design 1, which puts you out to the side here. You could do a Legend Farming front loader attacher, a quickie, and then you got different colors and a license plate. These are all pretty much the same options. You got awning with light on this one, and then you can change your engine setup on here too. You go up to 150 horsepower, but all this is basically same. And this one, you got the awning with lights. Then you got your engine setup, so you got 85, 102, and then all that's the same. I do love a Ford tractor, I ain't gonna lie. And then you got your 610 4x2, which is only a 2-wheel drive. And then you got your Farmall 1206 by EY Modding. It's a 95 horsepower tractor. Or you get an Ultra Power for 100,000 more and bump up to 300. Your wheel setup, you got twins in the rear. You got a tricycle, which I really don't like the look of tricycle tractors. And then standard. Cab, you got your ROPS, which if y'all don't know, ROPS stands for Rollover Protection System. You got a canopy, and you got a full cab. To me, the canopy looks the best. Exhaust, you got your standard exhaust. You got your bent exhaust with chrome. Or you got your flapper. Yeah, so your flapper or your bent exhaust. Front weight, you go with yes or no. Front loader attacher, you get your quickie, your Hauer, or none. I love this tractor. It is slow though. We only do 19 miles per hour. I mean, I love Case too, and there's just so many Case mods. But this 1255, 1455 2 gen is nice. Base, it's 125 horsepower. It's, I like that older look of tractors. Then you can bump it up to 145 horsepower. Yeah, this is a 1981 model. Tires, you got your trailer board, Verdenstein, and that's it. You got wide tires and standard. And trailer board, you got standard and wide. Exhaust, you got your enamel exhaust, which is black. Oops. Then you got a steel pipe straight, steel pipe enameled, steel pipe bent, and series exhaust enameled. Front mount, you got a weight carrier, front weights, front hydraulics, air filter system, you got airflow standard, which is that low breather. You got a cyclone filter low, cyclone filter high, and your attachers, you go with quickie or a Hauer. And then you can change your colors. It's not a bad tractor for, 53,000 for a 145 horsepower tractor. Can't really beat that. And then we'll go into our medium tractors. All right, we got the Ross and Mods JBC Fast Track Icon 4000. You got Windows control, you got on or off IC, which IC is interactive controls, that's PC mod only, unfortunately. Base, you got 178 horsepower, but you can bump up to 210, 235, and the 235 is 4,700 more. Wheel brands, you got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continentals, Midas, Verdenstein, BKT, Nakian ties, and back to Trelleborg. You got wide tires, flotation tires, narrows, rear narrow twins, twins all around, rear twins, standard, twins all around, and back to standard. Michelin, got wide, rear twins. You know, it's pretty much the same on all these. Beacons, you got no beacon, low beacons 2, high beacons, light bar with rear lights, light bar, no rear lights, and no beacon. I love putting light bars on my tractors. I don't see the difference visually. LED strobes. You got the side, you got the grill, and you got both. Markers, yes or no. That's just the European style markers out there. Flags, you got UK black flag, UK color flag, or no. GPS, yes or no, which FS25, you got GPS no matter what. Horns, yes or no. Extinguisher, put you right there in the back, yes or no. Marker lights, white or amber, or no. Agricultural frame, yes or no. Which that just puts your little frame back here. And then your front loaders, you could go with a quickie, a Hauer, or no. And then you got your colors, a bunch of them, and then a license plate. And then New Holland, you got the T7 HD series by Fritz. You get it with a counterweight, with front end loader. So you got a counterweight and front end loader option there. And the setup, you start with 275, or you go up to 285 for 14,000, 313 for 21,000, which ain't bad. Trelleborg, Michelin, Midas, Verdenstein, Nokian tire, BKT, Lizard, Rice wheels, and Trelleborg. All these are pretty much the same, so let's check these out because I've never really looked at those. You got Rice tires, Rice tire double, twin, Rice and auxiliary tire, Rice tire complete auxiliary, Rice double auxiliary tire, Rice complete double auxiliary, iron wheel, and then back to Rice tires. Got your reverse beep, yes or no. I always leave that to no. You got your 420 kg weight, 690, 960, 1000 kg, a grid 2, which changes your front, and then your standard. Fenders, yes or no, which that just, you got no fenders, standard, which is front and rear, no front fenders, and no fenders at all. Beacon light, yes or no. Exhaust, you got your standard or your chrome. Windows, you got clear windows, dark windows, or standard. Flags, you got the Brazil flag, Rio Grande do Sul, Santa Catarina, Piranha, Argentina, US, France, Germany, or no. Radio antenna, left side or right side, which I don't like the radio antenna because how it just sticks out like that, or both, or no antennas. 3-point yes or no on front, and then you got your main colors, and then a license plate. And then for the large tractors, we got the Case IH Magnum 340-400 special edition, and I can't read who did this, so I have to put it in the edit. But you got the Case Magnum 340 CVX drive, which is a 374 horsepower engine with a CVT transmission. You could bump that up to 418 horsepower for $37,000. 435 horsepower with the power shift transmission for $16,000. Go up to 685 horsepower with power shift transmission. And then you got engine sound 1 and engine sound 2. Engine sound 3 or 1. Oh, yeah, sorry. This one's 886 horsepower with engine sound 1. This is 886 with engine sound 2. And then you got the Unreal power, 1,341 horsepower, capable of doing 124 miles per hour. You got your Michelin, Trailerborg, Continentals, Midas, BKT, Verdenstein, Nokian tires, and Lizard. Now these are very interesting. You cannot go fast with these on. You got spiked shaft compactor. You got spiked shaft compactor version 2. Which, yeah, I hate to give in by that. And then these you have your standard tire types. Warning signs, you got US, EU, or none. Windows, you standard. Tint 1, Tint 2, Tint 3. Light bar options, you got yellow, red, blue, purple, pink, green, white, yellow and white, red and blue, red, white, and blue, pink and purple, green and white, blue and white, or no. Your strobes, you got yellow, basically all the same colors you had earlier. White and yellow, red, blue, red, white, blue, pink, purple, pink, green, white, blue, white, and no. 3-point attachers or weights. Got a 1370, 1035 front weight, a 1750 front weight, 2030 front weight. Liquid tanks, you can add a liquid tank to the back of this. So none or with liquid tank. Or liquid tank unreal capacity. This one is 1,800 liters. This one's 25,000 liters. Front end loaders, yes or no. And then you got your main colors and, of course, your license plate. And then you got your Fast Track Icon 8000 by Rosen Mods and your 8330 by Just Farming. I love the Fast Track. The 8330, all you guys tire options. Michelin, Trailerberg, Continentals, Midas, BKT, Verderstat, and Trailerberg. And Michelin's the only one you can change the tires. You go wide or standard. And this is a 348 horsepower tractor for $300,000. Now the Rosen mods, the Fast Track 8000, you got your interactive controls on or off. You start with 306 horsepower, but you can bump that up to 348 for 4,000, 400 for a little over 5,000. Got your standard tires, Midas, BKT, Verstein, Nokian, Trailer Board, Michelin's. You got your pretty much standard stuff, beacons. You got low, high, same as the medium fast track, same modder, same colors, license plate option. Best thing about the fast tracks, they go 43 miles per hour stock. And I think this will conclude this mod, my favorite mod video for tractors. I will cover more vehicle types in a later video. If you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss another episode. And feel free to comment or share this video. And thank you from Deep South Gaming.